A lot of us go to school because we think that wisdom comes from school, but wisdom doesn't really come from school. It doesn't really come from learning a bunch of facts. True wisdom comes from God. And we're continuing on in our study of Proverbs. If you would read with me in chapter 2 of the book of Proverbs. My son, if you will receive my sayings and treasure my commandments within you, make your ear attentive to wisdom, incline your heart to understanding. For if you cry for discernment, lift your voice for understanding. If you seek her as silver and search for her as for hidden treasure, then you will discern the fear of the Lord and discover the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding, for the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. We can learn a lot of good facts when we go to school. I'm not dissing going to school. Remember, it's Dr. James Cooper who's telling you this. I've got 2 doctorates in Christian counseling and in divinity. I got a master's degree, bachelor's degree at San Jose State University. I got my history degree and my bachelor's in history at San Jose State. I've done a lot of school in my days, and most of my life, I'm still a very young man, most of my life has been involved in going to school. And even though I've got 2 doctorate degrees, I'm still taking postdoctorate education from my seminary. I'm still working on coursework just because I want to be smart. I want to learn. I want to have facts, because we make decisions based on facts that we have. Facts are important. We go to school, we learn facts. We also learn a lot of junk if we go to secular school. We have secularists and atheists and all kinds of weird religious mumbo-jumbo that tries to get force-fed down us. But true wisdom comes from God. True wisdom comes from our surrender to God's will in the Bible. True wisdom comes from us surrendering our will to God. And when we go to God, when we ask him for wisdom, the way that Solomon asked God for wisdom in how to rule Israel, when we do this, when we ask God for wisdom, he will give it to us. When we seek for wisdom, the way that we would seek for treasures of this earth, we will find it. God will bring it to us. And it will be our shield in times of trouble. We will use the wisdom that God has given us to find our hope in times of trouble, when trouble comes. It's my prayer that you would commit yourself not just to seeking after facts, but that you would commit yourself to seeking after the wisdom of God.